Welcome to Microsoft Excel tutorials on Banahene Tutorial Collections. In this section of this video, we are going to learn some techniques and also skills we can explore within our data set or our worksheet in Microsoft Excel. That is navigating through our data to make some editing or some formatting apply to it. So let's dive in and explore these navigational skills and techniques. Now, this is a well-created data set in this particular workbook available on this worksheet. Now, this is my well-organized data, and if I want to navigate, you can use the mouse to navigate through your data set by clicking on the cell to make that cell the active cell. You can click any cell by moving through your data set, and this is a traditional way of navigating through your worksheet in Microsoft Excel. So if a particular cell is selected that consists of a data, you can easily type to overwrite that particular data. If you want to use the computer keyboard to navigate through your worksheet, you can use the arrow keys on the keyboard. When I press the right arrow key, this moves to the right of your data set, and when I use the left arrow key, this also moves to the left of your data set. When you use the down arrow key, this moves downwards, and when you use the up arrow key, this moves upwards within your data set. And if you want to make some modifications or some editing in any of your selected data as your active cell, you can do so right in Microsoft Excel. You can also use the page down key on the keyboard when you are at the beginning of your data set. So if I hold the page down on the keyboard, this moves one page of the screen of your data set, and when I press it again, you can see that I'm moving screen by screen of your data set. If I use the page up, this also moves to your beginning of your data set within a particular screen. When I use the Alt key and the page down, this moves to the right of your data set, and when I use the Alt key and the page up, this moves to the left side of your data set. These are some of the navigational skills you can explore within Excel. When I hold the Control key and the right arrow key, this jumps to the right side where the last column consists of a data. When I hold Control and the right arrow key once again, this jumps me to the end of this column within Microsoft Excel. When I hold Control and the left arrow key, this moves me to the left side to the right of the last column of Microsoft Excel. And when I hold Control and the left arrow key once again, this moves to the beginning column of your data set. You can use the Control and the down arrow key, and this moves you to the last row within your data set. And when I hold Control and the down arrow key, this moves me to the last row of Microsoft Excel workbook. In this section, you can also use Control and the up arrow key, and that moves you to the last row of your data set. Control up moves you to the first row of your data set in Microsoft Excel. When I hold Control and the end key, this moves me to the last column of my Excel worksheet. And when I hold Control and the home key, this moves me to the beginning of my data set. Now, along this video, we are learning so many skills and techniques we can navigate through our Microsoft Excel worksheet. Now, when I hold the Control key and the page up and also the page down key, currently on my sheet tab, I have these two worksheets available. And if I click on this creates an additional worksheet. Now, this sheet is selected. If I hold Control and the page up, this moves to the previous worksheet. Control page up moves to the last worksheet. Now, when I hold Control and the page down, this moves me forward one time a worksheet, and this also enables us to navigate through our created worksheet in Microsoft Excel. To create an additional worksheet, you can hold the Shift key and the F11, and this creates another worksheet. When I move to the Sheet tab, I have this empty space, and if I right click, I'm going to have this activate dialog box, and this gives me the option to select a particular worksheet and click on OK, and this jumps me to the selected worksheet in that particular dialog box. When I right click, I can choose this and click on OK, and this moves me to that particular worksheet in Microsoft Excel. Now in this selected worksheet, this first row is selected, and as usual, if I press the enter key, this moves down one at a time. So I am using the enter key to scroll down to navigate through my worksheet, and when I hold the shift key and the enter key, this moves upwards to the beginning of my worksheet or my data set. When I use the tab key, this moves to the right, and when I use the shift key and the tab key, this moves to the left. So let's assume that this cell is selected. When I use the shift key and the tab key, I am moving to the left side of my data set, and when I use the tab key, I move to the right side of my data set. So these are some of the skills you should have on your fingertips when you are working within Microsoft Excel workbook to have a better navigation without any curiosity. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more content.